2 months is too little. They let him go. They had no sudden healing. To think that Providence would take a child from his mother while she prays is appalling. Who told us we'd be rescued? What has changed and why should we be saved from nightmares? We're asking why this happens to us who have died to live. It's unfair. This is what it means to be held, how it feels when the sacred is torn from life and you survive. This is what it is to be loved and to know that the promise was when everything fell, we'd be held. This hand is bitterness. We want to taste it, let the hatred numb our sorrow. The wise hand opens slowly to lilies of the valley, and tomorrow, this is what it means to be held, how it feels when the sacred is torn from your life and you survive. This is what it is to be loved and to know that the promise was when everything fell, we'd be held. If hope is born of suffering, if this is only the beginning, can we not wait for 1 hour, watching for our Savior? This is what it means to be held, how it feels when
Hi, welcome back. This is Kimberly Mateo with Kingdom Healing, and you're listening to 710 Radio, 22.9 The Moth. I want to go through a little bit here of diabetes and a few products that are very, very beneficial. And then I want to get on to this biochemical imbalances and touch on some ADD, ADHD, autism. I want to go through what some of the dangers are of these food colorings, all of these food colorings. Diabetes, we have diabetes is listed as number 7 in leading causes of death in the U.S. And, you know, again, we got to take a look at this diet that we've got going on in this country and what's acceptable. And there's 2 types of diabetes. We have insulin-dependent type 1, which is juvenile diabetes. That can also be diagnosed, though, up into your 30s, juvenile diabetes. Excessive thirst and excessive urination, excessive hunger, depression, weakness, excessively dry mouth, a problem with your vision being very blurred. Diabetes type 2 is an onset diabetes. Symptoms are also frequent urination and unusual thirst, a problem with your weight, general overall weakness, skin disorders, blurred vision, dry mouth as well. One thing that is so important with diabetes is to eliminate sugar, especially white sugar. And it's like I've said before in shows that, you know, the amount of heat that is used to process sugar, white sugar, it's dead. It's totally dead. There is no nutrition left in the sugar. Cane sugar is different. Honey, it takes a little longer to digest that down. But it's very, very important to eliminate sugar from your diet. White flour. No fruit juices. Fruit juices are really, really high in natural occurring sugar, but it's still sugar, and it's a problem with the cell not being able to convert that. Greasy and fatty foods, heavy meat, fried eggs, cheese, excessive oils, rancid nuts and seeds, high-fat diet, which encourages diabetes type 2. Diabetes type 1 is that is a genetic. You can carry a gene for that. It also juvenile diabetes used to be called years ago. It used to be called brittle diabetes. I had years ago people who told me that, by changing their diet and everything, you can heal and overcome diabetes type 1. Well, in 37 years, I have not found that to be true with diabetes type 1. That is a problem specifically with the pancreas. And with diabetes type 2, I look at them as being different. Type 2 is something through a lot of wrong food choices over the years and the foundation years when we're growing up. Excuse me. It also has to do with, yes, there are some genetic traits as far as inability to break down and utilize insulin properly that can be a culprit. But it's really, really important that you get the carbohydrates out of your diet. Now, a certain amount of carbohydrates is okay. I would not do more than 8 to 10 grams of carbohydrates at each meal. If you can have a couple of meals without any carbohydrates in them, the better. Never start off with the big American breakfast with the eggs and bacon and hash browns and pancakes or toast, because that is so over the top with carbohydrates. Your pancreas is going to be spilling insulin. Once it spills insulin, first thing in the morning, you have a problem with being able to keep that blood sugar in balance, because that insulin spills, it shoves the blood sugar level down, and before you know it, it's not even lunchtime, and you are starving. And then you go grab a hamburger and fries. So there's more carbohydrates there, too. And with doing something like that, here you've got the insulin spilling again. And when it spills, it shoves that insulin level, the blood sugar level down, and it puts you into low blood sugar. There was a book written years ago, and it's still appropriate. And it was called The Carbohydrate Addict's Diet, written by two medical doctors, a husband and wife, Doctors Haller and Haller, Haller. And the two of them together, I think they lost like 200 pounds in record time, and you cannot even